Let's look more at the PM's day. It began in the Deep Bay area earlier today, where Stephen Harper was met by people who are protesting against a proposed coal mine in the Comox Valley. The group rallied outside a shellfish research center that's under construction in Deep Bay. Now, the protesters, knowing that the PM was inside for a photo op, showed up to make sure their voices were heard. Gord Kurbis was there.
They've gathered at Deep Bay to try to get a glimpse of Canada's Prime Minister, but more importantly, to try to get him to see these signs outlining their concerns about a proposed coal mine for the Comox Valley.
We weren't invited. We're just here to wave some signs around and bring attention to the shellfish industry and the concerns that we have about that, and also about the aquifer mapping and review panel. The group Coal Watch Comox Valley is calling on the federal government to launch a formal independent review into what effects a coal mine in the Fanny Bay area would have on Bain Sound. The area is home to a major portion of BC's aquaculture industry.
It's just one more thing that we're worried about that could have a negative effect and could kill the industry.
Protesters are being kept here while just up the road, Prime Minister Harper is at the construction site of a shellfish field research station. The federal government provided just over $2 million to the project. Harper is touring the facility and posing for photos against a backdrop protesters say will be drastically changed if the mine goes ahead.
And you just look at that slope there. It just rains like hell here at the and it flows right down into Bain Sound, which is the epicenter for Harper's photo op today of a sustainable industry.
Opponents to the Raven Coal project are not exactly sure what impact the mine would have on the industry. That's why they say the review is critical. The BC Shellfish Growers Association says coal and shellfish don't mix.
You know, this has got to be one of the first times that there's been a coal mine right above a shellfish farm. So it's true, we don't have a model to go from, but in our opinion, how could it be a good thing?
Back at Deep Bay, security is still keeping the protesters away from the Prime Minister, but there is hope that Harper and his staff will become aware of their cause. They're just not sure if it will make any difference.
He has a pretty firm agenda, and I don't expect him to veer radically suddenly because of this, no.
Sign holders were kept off the roadway, but in the end, it wasn't the protesters that blocked the Prime Minister, but the shellfish industry itself. Security staff became frantic as the motorcade was passing the protesters at the exact moment a truck delivering scallops was entering the area. That may have helped the cause a little. You think he saw your sign?
I do. I think he, because I was panning as he went by and I recognized his head. So I could see him looking at it.
But there is certainly no guarantee any action will be taken on it. In Deep Bay, Gord Kurbis, A News.